Let's get it started. We have the blue Man of the West player Trucky on the right side against the red Dwarven player Zirael at the left side. That's the first time we see Dwarves today. We have not seen them one single time in the semifinals between between Bambi and Sauron before. Mineshaft into the barracks coming up early for Zirael. And good luck, have fun, you too. Dude, that's the sportsmanship behavior I wanna see. No flames, no blames, just respect your opponent and focus on the game, enjoy yourself. Shanks muted? No, I'm not muted. Stream was muted, dude, but Indru, you are exposing yourself. What is going on with you? So 2 farms, barracks into the 3rd farm is opening for the Men of the West play Trucky boys. So what do you guys think about Trucky, I mean not Trucky, but about the matchup between men and dwarves? That's a matchup we have not seen many times. I think this can quite snowball hard into the dwarven favor. And from what I've seen, it feels like that the men faction has an easier time against evil factions rather than having a good time against good factions. So I've seen in the Champions League, for example, that men was struggling against good factions, but having a good and positive win rate in many evil matchups. So against Isengard, Goblins, Engmar, men was doing better than against elves and dwarves. I see your builder. Oh yeah, the build is, what is the builder doing? What is the builder doing? The builder is like, hey, where am I? What is happening? How did I come here? Well, he's beating though. He's like, chase me, chase me, chase me. And I'm creeping at the same time. Smart move from dwarves, I'm assuming. Mind game is very important, but you gotta build, you gotta run, you gotta do out. The dwarven builder, by the way, did you guys know that? The dwarven builder is giving you more vision in compared to all the other builders in the game. I mean, by the way, also educational. You know, now you know, boys. So creeped easily, but not captured the inn at the bottom left side. He's now moving on to the creep at the bottom right. And what is this? I mean, that's like a OGGGG. That's a very old playstyle from dwarves. Go for one single mineshaft next to your fortress. That's just too risky. I think you don't need to do that. You can still build 3 mineshafts around your fortress and make sure that you can get enough money. Building everything offensively feels just too risky. High risk, but the reward is not the greatest, you know? Okay, rallying call will be used offensively and defensively from men. The creep though. Oh, the money. I'm curious about the money only. Hey, the money dropping. Okay, he was able to steal one part of the money, but it's not a big deal. And he was also able to get the last hit on the creep, by the way. They get almost level 2 of that. And Dwarven Guardians are just much stronger in compared to the Gondor soldiers. If they stand still and fight, I mean, obviously the Gondor soldiers are just faster. They can outrun and chase and catch and disengage when they want to. The builder was actually building a mineshaft in the area here. They are also buffed because he was teleporting from one location to the other location. So man is disengaging, running for his life, and we will see now a Forge Works coming up for dwarves for the battle wagon spot. Battle wagons are extremely efficient against men because men is one of the few factions and actually the only faction in the game that has no debuff. So basically going leadership against Men of the West faction feels very good choice because there is nothing men can do about that. What can men do against such a leadership? You know what I'm saying? Easy defending with the Guardians, close but not close enough. Not even capturing still. I mean, I don't know why not. I think the hobbitses are just too good. The stable is coming up, but the farm here is going to be taken down. Eventually this farm as well. You cannot compete with the dwarven strength. Oh, but that might do it. King Theoden. Theoden King stands alone, not alone. Rohirrim. But dwarves are everywhere at this point. You see that? There is a mineshaft here. And he might build now more and more offensive mineshafts. But he's playing now, I don't know why, so defensively. He's gonna build now all of a sudden a defensive mineshaft when he doesn't need to. At this point, I think it's better when you build like a mineshaft here, like a mineshaft here, and like even a mineshaft here, then you can harass all the time from every single location. That's the power of the snowballing effect. But if you have only one single mineshaft that far away, I don't know if this is gonna be a good thing. He was able to see the stable, that means he needs to now bring in some more pikemen. Theoden is very underrated, by the way. Super sportive hero, one of the best sportive heroes in the entire game. Cheap, gives leadership with level 1. And Glorious Charge with level 6, just too good. Kingsweaver, level 4, can get those ranges to level 2 for the long shot. Like many good stuff with the King of Rohan, but we don't get the chance to see him very often. Battle Wagons, I don't see any Battle Wagons yet. There is one, I take it back. No Pikeman, dude, that's gonna be a punishment. Not a single Rohan Spearman unit. He's recruit. Oh, what is build speed, dude? What the heck? They are coming in like 5 seconds. What is the King of Rohan doing? Oh, smart move from... Oh, give the last hit to Theoden, maybe? No. Okay. They have leadership though. I mean, so does the Man of the West player. If that's the one thing man never struggles with. Leadership. Dude, legit every hero from Man of the West offers you leadership. Boromir does, Faramir does, Aragorn does, Theoden does, Elma does. Like 5 heroes offer you leadership right off the bat. The only 2 heroes that don't do that is Gandalf and Eowyn. You know, everyone else does it. Oil barrel, oil barrel, oil barrel! Boom, on your face. Oh, but don't expose your battle wagon too much. You will lose him. They have also leadership. Theoden is actually kind of low. Don't be risky. The battle wagon seems to be tanky against Gondor Knights. There is now a mineshaft coming up for dwarves. And what is he doing? Why is he so behind? I mean, he doesn't have such a big lead as he should have. The mineshaft is going to be found by Trucky and it will be also taken down. No, it looks like he doesn't want to commit on this one. The Gondor Knights, they need to be careful though. They have leadership, those units. And there is still a couple of pikemen. There comes the reinforcement. Does he have rallying call? No, it's on cooldown. It's on cooldown. So basically this army has double buff as we are talking, but you need another one. Oh, King Theoden. Rally on me, rally to me. And GG's gonna be called. Zirael gets the first W in the best of 5. We have the right Man of the West player Zirael at the right side against the blue Angmar player Trucky on the left. So clash of good and evil, El Clasico matchup. Hey, Imperialist is in the chat. Hello, my male human gender. Oh, Imperialist. The chatter, but not the play anymore. Dude, Imperialist is like a champion who's retreating without winning a tournament. Impy, you disappoint me every single time. When will I get the chance to see your face? Ever thought about different tournament systems like Swiss system? Yeah. That sounds actually good. But maybe for the future. Because in the future, what I'm planning to do is like an invitational tournament. So basically, rather than having like 64 players, but then you need to... Guys, trust me on that one. Like running behind people and trying to get the games done. And forcing them more or less with deadlines. I'm threatening them. I'm saying, hey, if you don't play, I'm going to kick you out. But this, in long terms, can be extremely exhausting. Dude, I've been hosting tournaments for BFME games over 3 years now in total. And that's the one thing, one attitude I would like to change, but I can't. So, as I don't want to do that to myself, I'm not that young anymore. I'm getting older and older, and it tilts me every single time a little bit more to run about behind the people. It's a cash prize tournament. Dude, you sign up for it. How busy can you possibly be? How busy can you be that you cannot play 5 hours in 4 weeks to get your games done? By the way, the builder has been slain. And if you are that busy, hey, then just don't sign up. And that is so exhausting. You know, for that reason, every future tournament is going to be invitational, which will only include the most active players of the community, right? This way we can get the tournaments done a bit faster and plan the second tournament right off the bat. Because the longer one tournament goes on, the lead is going to be the second one. Okay, so we have Gundabad orcs coming from the middle and from the... And by the way, man just lost a builder. That's very unfortunate. Creeping action was going on for Angmar player Trucky. It looks like you want to move on to the troll layer at the bottom side.
Time to work.
Can I participate? Yeah, if you are invited, yes sir, you can do that. Yes, Patriot, my friend. Yes. Yes sir. By the way, a Patriot and everybody else who is also playing BFME 1, the new version got out today. So you can just open your launcher and download and update the new version, guys. The new version is out. Big push with 2 soldiers and 1 pikeman, and Angmar has no defense at all. Like, he has only 1 Trollmaster. I don't know if this is gonna be enough to defend. I don't think so. Any small tournament during July? Dudes, every time. I don't know about July though, because in June I will get my son. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I get my son. So I don't know how busy I will be with the second child. I don't want to leave my wife alone, you know. Need to help a little bit. And yeah, I mean, definitely. July is a good time for tournaments. Oh, big push, and he was also able to deal great amount of economical damage. And Traki is not going for the transition into the Wolfden yet, which is kind of very weird for me because it's just too good, you know, just too good. I don't like kids. How would you implement goblins in BFME 1 if you are forced to do it somehow? And first of all, I will never be forced to do that. Nobody forces me to, can be forced me to put goblin faction in BFME 1. That's the one thing I don't understand. Like, if somebody comes and says, hey, why there is no goblin faction in BFME 1, then just play BFME 2, bro. The thing is, when you overchange BFME 1, it's not BFME 1 anymore. And adding new factions, new units is gonna make the game not BFME 1 anymore, you know? And I want to keep it as BFME 1. I want it to be BFME 1, you know? And not BFME 2 copy or Rise of the Witch King copy, just like with the building pirates. That's not... And that would be horrible, because the goblin playstyle remains as like a tunnel connection system. So you can't do that in BFME 1, that's not possible. The mid is gonna be taken down. Oh, Ingmar actually kind of holding himself, but the question is for how long. We have, at this point of the game, 350 command points available for Traki, 4 power points collected after the war chant, and 5 power points for Zirael, and 500 command points in total. So Zirael is definitely ahead in this game. Traki drunk? I doubt that, because apparently it's very early in the morning, like it's like, I don't know, 11 AM in the morning or something for Traki. So unless maybe he has a hangover, maybe that's what it is. Special guest. Maybe he was drunk yesterday. The melee is gonna be taken down. And how is life going, Imperialist, my friends? How is life going? Are you becoming somewhat successful doctor or whatever you are studying? Just asking when I can expect you to sign up for the tournaments, you know? Oh, beautiful trample. Range is exposed, but the spearman Traki has to macro away. That's good. The thing is, those wolf riders, they are not very tanky, right? They are actually one of the worst cavalry units in the entire game. Boromir, you cold? Look this. We have a Boromir in the chat. Hey man, be careful, Boromir. You know what I'm saying? Don't die. Don't die, Boromir. Because Boromirs like to die quite fast. So don't die in a video game. By the way, smart idea, I see you there. He was putting, instead of Boromir, Boromlir. But hey, you can't joke with me. I see that. You are an imposter. You are not the real Boromir, I know that. So look at this Tower Guards, boys. The HD Edition Tower Guards. The defenders of the White City. With the Galadrim Warriors, the defenders of Lothlorien City. It's an alt account? Okay, I got you, bro. Okay, the farm is gonna be taken down eventually, slowly, but it's okay. There comes a statue, and that's the thing. That's the thing, you need to actually abuse that. As good factions, you have access to buildings which can boost your DPS, give you additional combat experience, fear resistant, and also leadership. All of that combined in one single building, which is very cost efficient. Again, look what you are getting from it. You get fear resistant, you get 33% more damage and armor, you get 10 increased command points, and on top of that, it is reducing the cost of infantry. Dude, you know, they cost, for example, 250 normally, right? Now you get them for 240, but for rangers, they cost 20 less. So the more expensive a unit is, the more cheaper you can get them with the discount. So this one is only 4%, but the more you build, the more discount you will get. So what you can do is you can move on a little bit. For example, you can push to this spot and you can build another one here in a well. So you can always retreat. You can build yourself like an outpost, which can be extremely strong to break through. And that's very cheap building too, right? There is no reason to not build it. Okay, I mean, he's letting them go for whatever reason. Why? Why would you let them take your farm down for no reason at all? You could have defended this. He's rotating now, but a little bit too late. So now we have like a build-up situation, and that's a situation in which, you know, the game will eventually end after one big fiesta fight. Sometimes you have like harassments going on non-stop. So they are trying to deal economical damage and going for small trades with like a squad of unit, 2-3 battalions. But sometimes you just see players building up an army. The bigger the bigger the better. Oh, snowbind. The Felwind, I mean, dude. But the Felwind does absolutely nothing. Nothing. The Snow Trolls can't engage. Rallying Call and the statue is coming up for double buff for Men of the West. The Snow Trolls, they are tanky, but not tanky enough. That's minus 650, by the way. Minus 650. That's a lot of money you lose. There comes the Lone Tower Special Summon, and that's the power of men. If you can get to this point in which you can summon a tower offensively, you put ranges inside, and you can even put a statue behind it. It's very hard when tower guards are nearby. And he's not paying attention either to this area. Angmar is falling apart, boys. 500 command points for Angmar and 545 for men. Hey Shanks, do you have any insider news from BFME Reforged? I mean, not really insider news. I know somebody. I mean, again, it's very tricky to say something like this because I have no proofs, right? I mean, I don't believe every kind of source without any proof. I mean, last time I talked about it, I got blamed, so I don't want to talk about it. Big Boy PP, thanks for the 2 months, my man. I like to say your name, Big Boy PP. Thanks for 2 months.
Big Boy Peppy just resubscribed for 2 months. Ahoy.
Oh, hey, he missed it. What? He missed it. I was so excited. I think BFME Reforged is not going to be released anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I can't tell you that much. I think that. Do I know it? No. Do you know it? No. And that's the one scary part about it. There is no transition, you know, like transparency. That's what I'm talking about. Because I think since I know it, since like 2.5, 3 years, they have like a bot command. And every time when people are coming and saying, hey, when is the game gonna be released? Hey, when is the game gonna be released? They will just put this one, exclamation mark release, and it will be the same bot command which is not even updated since 2.5, 3 years. And besides that, you have no information. You know, like it was the same also for the video. So new video, you get a command. You get new release, you get a command. And it's like a copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. The answer since 2.5 years doesn't change. Oh, the mid is gonna be taken down. 525 command points for Angmar and 585 for man. So the Reforged project is real or and not a scam. I don't think it's a scam either. You know, I think they are just too lazy. Maybe, I don't know what is going on. They actually got kind of really offended when I said in my stream, you know, I don't know how they actually got to know that, but I said in my stream that I believe, and I still believe that the pandemic, guys, we have so many people in the chat. Am I right or not? The pandemic gave us more free time. Am I right or not, guys? Am I delusional now? Like, I was most of the time forced to be home because of the pandemic situation. And this, because I said that, they were so incredibly pissed. How can he say that? Pandemic, how pandemic was affecting the progress negatively? How is this even possible? Dude, how is this possible that it affects you negatively if you can't even go outside to a club, everything is closed, you are legit forced to spend more time at your home than you ever did, unless you are like a doctor or a nurse who is working in a hospital. There is no world in which you had less time in the pandemic situation than before it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big push. Oh, hey, Zirael. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to, boys. We're back. The farm is gonna be eventually saved, yeah. Gandalf. Dude, the thing about Gandalf is that he levels up very slowly, right? Like, I think you need to kill like 5 battalions of these to get to level 2 or something. And then you need to be level 4 to get mounted on your Shadowfax. Hey Baku, welcome my friends.
A wizard is never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means
He arrives precisely when he means to. Easy part of making the game is probably the models. Actual gameplay probably too hard for them. Yeah, and that's the one thing I was always saying also, you know what I'm saying? Because there is always like I was a part of their Discord also for a long time. And every time you get pinged at everyone, then you see only pictures. Like, I don't care, to be honest with you. I mean, that's me. I know many people care, but that's fine, but I don't care. If I scroll in, I don't care about the detail of the robe of the rangers. I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, in an RTS game, that's your default zoom out. That's the zoom out you will be using when you play the game. And how many times will you scroll down and see the feet details of the tower guards? Who cares about that? That's not an RPG game, you know, we are not playing The Witcher 3. And that's what they were sharing all the time, every single time. Picture. Dude, I want to see a gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the tower guards are getting melted by this extra army. The Gandalf goes for a juicy Zapla. Dude, he's so small, I don't even see him, recognize him in the army. Use the lightning sword, Gandalf. Oh, I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. That fire will not avoid you. Flame of Udun. Yes, I'm a nerd, guys. What can I say? I don't care. I really don't care. Well, you need some options to regain your energy, which is really hard. We've covered that out. Yeah, but bro, come on. I mean, the thing is that it's been now over almost 4 years, bro. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? We are in 2022. I think they made the first announcement in 2018. So we are in the 4th year. And when there is nothing changed, and the only information is like, we currently have no release date. BFME Reforged is a non-commercial project. It depends on many factors, blah, blah, blah. Then it's like, some people are losing their hope, and then you don't need to get upset about it. You know what I'm saying? If people start having doubts, Snow, they don't die though. They don't die to the Visa Blast. Level 3, okay. This thing is actually reloading. I think that has like a 45 seconds cooldown. But I believe the second you get Gandalf the White, which by the way will unlock automatically when you get level 5, you will see also the animation, him turning white. He will have also faster recharge time on his abilities. Okay, so we will see him getting a lot of experience. Tower is here. Morgom is level 3. But the thing is, how can you deal with this guy? And there is also one magical answer. And the answer is Felwind. You can isolate this guy with a Felwind, commit on him with a couple of pikemen, and you can burst them, literally, in a few seconds. But keep in mind that Gandalf has also the chance to use the shield bubble. Shield bubble. Also, shield bubble should be displayed, in my opinion, here on this, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if somebody downloads the game for the first time, he doesn't know, right? That you can activate it. So I think when you remove the aggressive stance from his Palantir picture and put the shield bubble here would be a great adjustment, but it's only my 2 cents. Tower is going to be taken down. Was there any pro game with the walls while I was away? I don't know, man. Impy, it's a hard question, you know. The amount of games we have seen, I can't possibly remember every single one of them. That's not possible. Fire Rose purchase, that's a strong army though. Gandalf is leading the army, and level 5 unlocks fear resistant, but that really doesn't matter anything against Angmar. Angmar has no fear effect, so their fear resistant doesn't do anything. It does actually nothing. King Theoden is here for leadership, level 1. And we have 650 command points for Angmar and 910 command points and 15 power points now after the Lone Tower special summon. 15. And that's like a very weak army though. He keeps getting those weak extroverts. They have leadership, yes, from Volder, but they are extroverts. How can they deal with Gondor Knights, Tower Guards and Rangers? And the Rohirrim summon now. Gondor goes for it. And Rohan shall answer. Master the Rohirrim. Saint Pablo TV, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. We're gonna enjoy your stay. Welcome to the streamer, dude. Okay, so King Theoden is gonna lead the army of Rohan once again to the victory. We see the lightning strike is incoming, hitting Couple of units getting level 4 now. The Shadow Fags, men are weak, strong. GG well played by Tracky. And that's the second victory for Zirael. He's only 1 win away from getting into the round 2 of the losers bracket. Ingmar is moving and elves are moving too. We have the blue Elven player Tracky against the red Ingmar player Zirael in the game number 3 on the map Forts of Brunnen. 10 best offs in a few days, yeah, but they don't need to play it. They don't need to be played at the very same time, or they don't need to be played after each other. You know what I'm saying? For example, if they can only play at a certain time in the losers bracket, it's fine if they can also play it on off stream. That's also possible. I mean, I would like to stream them because I think it's an important stage of the tournament, and I would like to have every game streamed, or Velenorion can stream it when I can't. Vela is also streaming this game, by the way. You should be following his Twitch channel, guys, if you haven't already. Will you tomorrow stream? I don't know yet. Maybe Sunday, maybe, yeah. Is there a clear best faction in the tournament? No, I don't think so. Like, I don't think there's one best faction which can win every single time, every single matchup. But if you think overall the best performing faction so far seems to be Ingmar. Ingmar seems to be very reliable, and also in the previous versions, in the 8.4, it was also Ingmar who was always shining bright like a diamond. In the version 8.3, it was Mordor, so it was actually evil meta for a really long time, you know? Ingmar, Mordor, they actually seem to be extremely powerful in the previous versions.
Come, my friend.
Come, my friends. For Treebeard, for elves, for Tracky.
It is likely that we go to our doom. Last march of the ends.
Last march of the ends. I mean, what do you think, Smoky? What do you think is the... I mean, Smoky has definitely more inside information. Not only he's an expert player of this game, but also he's developing the patch 2.22, 2.02. The 2.22 is like BFME 1. I have this numbers in my mind, you know. He's developing also the balancing, at least not developing, but balancing the game. And maybe Smoky can tell us. What do you think, Smoky, is the best faction currently in the Rise of the Witch King? And what do you think is the worst faction? Do you agree with me when I say goblins are the worst now? Would you say yes, Shanks, that's true? Or would you say no, goblins are fine, they are good, they are strong enough, they don't need any changes? Oh, overcommitting though with the chase around the fortress? I don't think it's good. Oh, he actually catches them also. What the heck? This Gundabad orcs. They're fast and furious. Creeping action was going on for Tracky. The good thing is he will be able to keep this one protected, but this one is going to be still taken down, I believe, yes. And he also lost the full archer battalion beside one single guy. One single guy was able to survive. The Malon tree he has been taken down. He is even keeping the builder busy. There is more and more Gundabad orcs coming from Ingmar. There is lots of pressure on elves, and there is once again no pressure on Ingmar whatsoever, right? I mean, Ingmar is untouched. He can keep doing what he's doing all the time. Too many buffs for dwarves and men last patch, but I don't think this is actually affecting goblins. Like, they don't seem to be struggling against dwarves and men. They seem to be struggling against factions which didn't get too many changes. Ingmar and Mordor. I mean, actually, the Goblin Mordor matchup seems definitely a bit better in compared to the version 8.4, and that's fine. Like, I 100% understand that you guys don't want to overchange stuff. You want to see how it evolves, how actually the meta is shifting, and how goblins are going to perform against Mordor in long terms, but I think they still seem to be struggling in this matchup from what we have seen so far. Yeah, small steps, yeah. Especially for a patch which is being developed every single time. It's not like they are not releasing a version which is set in stone, you know what I'm saying? They always keep working on it and keep improving and keep changing it. So I think that's an important step to actually make a change, see how it works, how, you know, see many games, especially in tournament games, and then see what is feeling underwhelming, what is feeling overwhelming, and you can still make another small adjustment. instead of going overboard with the buff and then having to step back and nerf everything once again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so big push. The Malone 3 is going to be taken down for sure. And also this Malone 3, oh, there is so much pressure on Trucky, dude. Holy moly, he was also not able to win this fight here. So look at this. There is one Lancer remaining on the field. He was even using Rallying Call for this one. He's getting Lindens. There was a meta, like I don't know which version it was, guys. It was actually quite fun. We have seen many of these Lindens, and what you would do is buy Silverton arrows on them, and they would be so busted, especially against Engma, because the weak units, I mean, of the Gundabats, the pikemen, which don't even have a formation, you would crush them, literally. This would increase your DPS and would make those horse archers literally to Mirkwood as a mobile unit. It was so incredibly powerful, the mobility you have. And they are also countering enemy cavalry, so they can hit, run, be mobile, chase, disengage when they want to, with a high DPS, and also the ability to trample. You can still trample with them, you know?
We have our orders. Don't draw attention. Press on. No! Big haste. See us. Back to the camp.
I mean, it's a rock, paper, scissors system, right? So basically, it is how it is. So pikes are being countered to the cavalry, cavalry counters archers and swordmen, archers counter infantry. You know, that's the balance of the RTS games generally. That's not specific for BFME. BFME games, you gotta understand that they are unique, right? Because rather than having like, just think about Age of Empires, right? In which you have no hero units, you have no power points, and you don't only have units to change and make sure they are not overwhelming, underwhelming, they are balanced, but also heroes are a big important factor in the balancing of BFME games. They actually are counterless. They can't be countered. The amount of presence, the amount of pressure they have in long terms is insane. Oh, the builder has been taken down. This one push is going to be incredible. Sorry everyone, he's saying. The Felwind, he's like, sorry everyone, I'm sorry for this one. I'm gonna use Felwind on you and knock you down. GG, well played is gonna be called.